This is nurse leadership, folks. They changed our world, and we don't know their faces. We don't know their faces. We don't really know their stories. I want you to have a Scarlett O'Hara moment on this one and say that we're not going to forget. We're not going to forget their stories or ours. Lillian Wald. What do we know her for? I want to say that maybe you're here today because of her insight. A public health nurse that had the insight to say, what if we put these public health nurses into schools in New York? What do you think we could achieve? Look around you. It's a living testimony to what you can achieve. We need to know their stories. We need to tell the stories of nursing and who we are and what we stand for. Because without it, we're losing this valuable history. We're losing this piece of who we are and what we stand for. Now, if we are not telling the story of nursing, if we aren't reclaiming our passion enough to put our words on paper about our daily work and our connection to the values, we're losing those stories. If we're not telling the stories, somebody else is. Guess who? The media, film, television, news media. If we don't control the story, somebody else will. And they've done it. And what it has done for us is it's perpetuated a few myths. She left nursing to become a doctor, traitor. No, my objection to that is another stereotype. The smart ones become doctors. I don't know about you, but I've heard so many times in my career, you're so smart. Why didn't you become a doctor? My comeback is, because I'm so smart. So I personally wrote a letter. I don't normally get involved in these things, but I was really upset by that. And I wrote the vice president of Skechers, introduced myself, and said, you didn't do your homework. If you would have looked at the demographics of this particular population, you wouldn't want to be ticking us off. So what's the story? What is our story that we need to tell every day? The story isn't about heroics. It's not about heroics. We are among the nation's most trusted professionals, and we need to step up and be proud of that and continue to paint the picture that we want to be painted, tell the story that we want to tell. That's only going to happen from all of you doing your part. And it starts here first. You identifying your personal passion. You taking the time to think through what's most important to you. You identifying those moments in time where you know you're making a difference. Reclaiming your personal passion. We're on the front lines of virtually every patient encounter in this country, and we're taking a back seat. I were to walk down the streets of any city in this country and ask somebody if they have ever had an experience, an encounter with a nurse, chances are everybody would say yes. We are there with our hands out at the time of delivery. We are there through all the years in school. We are there even as hospice nurses at the end, holding hands of our dying patients. We're literally there every step of the way. This isn't a spectator sport that we've engaged in. We're in the thick of it. Be proud of that and record the moments that make a difference in your life personally, because collectively, think about what an impact that has. We have to seize the opportunity to tell the good stories, to talk about what it's really like. Are we part of the problem? And I thought to myself, I am so blessed. I'm so blessed to have chosen nursing, to be able to be a part of the miracle that life is, but to be allowed in these moments with another human being. Now, I raised 3 drama queens. And getting back to the dining room table, one of the drama queens said, "Oh, Mom, how can you do this kind of work?" And I said, "It's just what I do. I save lives for a living, and you? What do you do?" Are we part of the problem? I blew it. I blew it that day. I had 3 teenage girls at the table with me. I could have told them, it's an incredible honor to be a nurse. I'm honored that patients would let me be a part of their lives like this. They give me more than I could ever give them. That's the passion. That's the beauty of passion. And I blew it. I didn't say that to them. Are we part of the problem? I think so. Do we value ourselves enough? Attract the positive in your life. Passion is truly an energy form that attracts more of the same. Don't surround yourself with negative people. Look at your hands. And remember all the lives that you have touched. Envision all the lives that you will touch. And remember that together we are changing the world one encounter at a time.